What up, YouTube? Timu's here. Here is my review for the new horror sequel, Don't Breathe 2. Now, of course, I did saw the first one way back in 2016, and I thought it was really cool. I mean, Slaying himself, Stephen Lang, was terrific. The premise was really cool. I mean, shows that just because the person is blind does not mean they can't whoop some behind. And so when they announced the sequel, I'm like, how are you gonna do a sequel? Like, where are you gonna take a sequel? And then of course they announced that the blind man played by Stephen Lang, he's now pretty much like the being the hero. And I'm like, okay, the guy who pretty much has like a turkey baster full of stuff is the hero, really. But anyway, so of course I just saw the movie, and I gotta say, Don't Breathe 2 is hands down awesome. I don't it's not as good as the first film, but I know, once again, Stephen Lang was terrific. The one who plays this little girl that he's trying to protect was really decent. This time around you got Stephen Lang, who reprises his role as Norman Northstone, who I always keep forgetting that's his name. People always call him the blind man, so I can never really remember what his actual character's name is. But here he ends up, of course, Norman is like this blind veteran who uses his military training to save this young orphan from a group of kidnappers. And I think the little girl the one who plays the little girl in this, her name is Madeline Grace, I think her name is. I don't know, she was terrific. I mean, I never seen her in anything, so I'm guessing this is her first feature. But she really was amazing in this. Stephen Lang, once again, the guy is literally in his 70s, and the guy could still kick ass, by the way. I mean, of course, if you guys, now, I still, even though Josh Brolin was great as Cable in Deadpool, I still wish they got Stephen Lang to play Cable, but, I guess that didn't really happen. But the villains in this are really, I thought the villains was really decent. It's really cool that they decided to make the villain from the first film the hero in the sequel. I thought that was an interesting setup. But anyway, now of course the lead villain Brandon Sexton Jr. I thought he was really cool as the main villain in this. The action was really cool. The horror aspect was decent. I thought this movie is much better than now critics are not really it's not really doing so great with critics, but this movie is not so bad. I mean, is it a great film? Maybe not. There's also some cool twists and turns throughout that I did not really even see coming. But yeah, I thought this movie was really granted, this time around is not directed by Fede Alvarez, who directed of course Fede Alvarez directed 2013's Evil Dead. He also did the first Don't Breathe. This is not directed by Fede Alvarez, but you could definitely tell, I believe Fede Alvarez, well, he didn't direct it. I think he was an executive producer, if I'm not mistaken. So you could definitely tell this has that Fede Alvarez feel to it. And the person who's directing this was, actually did work on the first Don't Breathe, so at least you got some people involved from the first film. I'm still a little disappointed that Jane Levy did not appear in this, because she was pretty good in the first Don't Breathe, but her storyline ended, so I guess she wasn't really needed. But that aside, Don't Breathe 2 is definitely a really fun one. I'll be down to see a third one if they decide to make this thing to a franchise. But if you guys haven't seen Don't Breathe 2, it's in theaters. Give it a go. Stephen Lang is still the man. Anyway, let me lead you guys. Did you have a chance to check out Don't Breathe 2? If so, what of it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the first Don't Breathe or the second? Drop comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for more notification. This is Timu signing off.